Okay, we're getting situated here. We're going to practice some from 12.3. It says here, graph the function. And here we go. We're going to go to y equals. I'm going to put that in there. It's going to be x plus 3 cubed. I'm going to graph it. And we can see that it matches up with, oh, I forgot my negative. Looky there. Go right in there and put negative, open parenthesis, x plus 3 cubed. Get that extra 3 off of there. Graph. Nah. Too big of a hurry, I guess. Y equals negative, open parenthesis, x plus 3 cubed. There we go. And we can see that matches up with answer choice B. The next question I'm going to work is number 3. It says determine the maximum possible number of turning points on this graph. The highest degree is 5. One less than that number is the maximum, so that answer is 4. Question 4, you need to go to y equals, put the equation in your calculator, x cubed minus 3x squared minus 6x plus 5, x cubed minus 3x squared minus 6x plus 5. And then it tells you your window settings right here. So press window, and I've already got it loaded in there, negative 10, 10, negative 100, 100 with a scale of 10. That way when you graph it, you get the right picture, and you can tell that that's answer choice A. Number 5 asks you to graph. Well, it's already factored, and when I take those factors and set them equal to 0, I know it's going to have a 0 at 2x equals 0. When I divide by 2, x is 0. It's going to have a 0 at x minus 5 equals 0, which means x is 5. It's going to have a 0 at x plus 2 equals 0, which x is negative 2. So it's going to have those zeros, and that means at 0, at negative 5, and at negative 2, and at positive 5. And that is answer choice A. That's at negative 2, and over here at positive 5. You could also put this one in your calculator. The next one I'm going to graph is 11, or I'm going to work 11 for you. It says graph the polynomial function. Factor first if the expression is not factored. So I factor x to the 4th minus 8x squared plus 16. Factors into x squared minus 4 times x squared minus 4, which factors into x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2. Then I put that in my calculator. X to the 4th minus 8x squared plus 16, a graph, and it's a W-shaped graph, so it's answer choice B. Number 12 says show that the polynomial has a 0 between negative 4 and negative 3. This is pretty easy. You're just going to put this negative 4 in place of x, negative 4 to the 4th power, minus 3 times negative 4 to the 3rd power, minus 15 times negative 4 squared, plus 24 times negative 4, minus 58. That's something's wrong. Should have been 183. Let me do it again. Negative 4 to the 4th, minus 3 times negative 4 to the 3rd, minus 15 times negative 4 squared, plus 24 times negative 4, minus 58. Not 54 again. Oh, it's 54. Scribbled it out a while ago and got something else. Now I'm going to do negative 3. Negative 3 to the 4th minus 3 times negative 3 to the 4th minus 15 times negative 3 to the second, plus 24 times negative 3, minus 58. I got negative 427. Oh, it's supposed to be negative 103. Let me do that one again. Negative 3 to the fourth, minus 3 times negative 3 to the third, minus 15 times negative 3 squared, plus 24 times negative 3, minus 58. There we go. Negative 103. Well, you know if it's at 54 and it goes to negative 103, at some point in there it's going to go through 0. So it has a 0 between negative 4 and negative 3. 15 says consider the graph and associate it with the approximate function. So you're just putting this in your calculator to see which one matches. And it's got zeros at negative 1 and positive 3. So that's going to mean that I'm going to look between these two. So I'm going to go to y equals, and I'm going to put in x minus 3 times x plus 1 squared. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to switch that up. X minus 3 squared times x plus 1. Okay, that one's more like it. I've got my Zoom 6. Let's do that. There we go. So that is answer choice C. Okay. The last one I'm going to work for you is the problem that I've had to work for students all through the years as we've taken college algebra, and it's this first one, which says a piece of rectangular sheet metal is 12 inches wide. It is to be made into a drain gutter by turning up the edges to form parallel sides. Let x represent the length of the parallel sides. So here's my drawing. This was 12. I turned up x on either end, so I took 2x away. So the first question says, what are the restrictions on x? Well, 12 minus 2x can't be 0. So I set that equal to 0, and I find that 6 would make that happen. So I know that it must be less than 6. And x has to be of some length at all, or this wouldn't even be a problem, so it must be greater than 0. So x is greater than 0, less than 6. Choose the function for the area. Everybody gets this one right. It's x times 12 minus 2x, which is answer choice A. The next question says the value for which A will be a maximum. Well, the maximum occurs at the vertex. Here's my formula. It's x times 12 minus 2x. I distribute. I rearrange it. A is negative 2. B is 12. I'm going to find the maximum, which is the vertex. Negative b over 2a. Negative 12 over 2 times negative 12 gives me 3. Then I plug 3 in to the area function, and I get 18. So the maximum is going to occur when x is 3. And the way they want you to answer that is give them the x value. The value, the maximum area of the cross-section is 18. That's the f of x part. The value of x for which the cross-section will be less than 12 are between 0 and blank and 6 on the number line. Well, here's what they want you to do there. They want you to take the area, and they want it to be less than 12. So I'm going to distribute. I'm going to solve this inequality. When this quadratic needs to be less than 0, well, I need to know what makes it equal 0. So I solve quadratic formula. I get these two numbers. I get 3 plus or minus the square root of 3. So it's 1.27 and 4.73.